We are going to be looking at markings of sounds in words. So we are going to start off with our digraphs. And in our digraphs, we know that a digraph consists of two letters that when you put them together, they make a new sound. So how do we mark our digraphs? We're going to look at our first word, which is the word when. Now the digraph in the word when is the w sound. So we're going to underline the w sound. Our next example we're going to look at is the word chap. The digraph in the word chap is the ch sound. So we underline the ch sound. Our next example is shop. We're going to underline the digraph, which is a sh sound. We are now going to look at our next example, which is thin. And we know that our digraph in thin is a th sound. And our next example is the word back. And the digraph in the word back is the k sound. And we're going to underline the k sound. And this is how we mark words with digraphs. We are now going to look at examples with blends in them. So the first word that we're going to be looking at with the blend is the word crab. Now we know that the blend, you can hear both the letters in the blend. So for example, in crab, cr, cr. So we can hear both the letters in the cr, cr. So we give each one a line. So our next example we're going to look at is the word flag. And the blend in flag is fla, fla. So we underline each letter in the blend. Our next one is going to be stop. And we're going to underline each letter in the blend. Our next one is going to be twig. And we know that the blend is the tua. And sometimes the blends can also end at the end of a word. So if that's the case, we underline again the blend like that. And then we're going to look at one more example, which is grip. And we know that the gr is our blend. So we underline each letter in a blend. We're now going to look at our bonus letters, and we know that bonus letters are letters that come after a vowel, the letters F, L, and S. Usually, when they come after a vowel, they need to take an additional F, L, or S. So it's called like a bonus letter or double consonants. So our first word is going to be the word kiss. Now we know when we write the word kiss, the S gets very scared and lonely, so we need to give him a bonus letter S. And to mark the bonus letter, we put a star. The next example we are going to look at is the word pill. Again, the L gets lonely, so we give him a bonus letter. And we star the bonus letter. The next example, we're going to look at the word muff. And F, he gets very frightened, so we need to give him a second F. And then we start the bonus letter. Another example we can look at is mess. Again, the vowel followed by the double S. We give the S the bonus letter star. We can look at another example, puff. The additional F or bonus letter F gets a star. And then we can look at another one, fill. And the double L, so the extra bonus L gets a star. So this is how we mark bonus letters. We are now going to look at how do we mark glued or welded sounds. So the first word that we're going to look at is pan. Now we know a glued or welded sound in the word pan is the an sound. So we box our glued or welded sound. Our next example we're going to look at is Sam. Again, we put a box around the word am. Another example we know is, let's look at rang. Now the glued or welded sound in the word rang is the ang sound, and we box the ang sound. If we have rink, we know that the ink is the welded sound, so we put a box around the ink sound. Let's look at the word song. The welded or glued sound is the ong, so we box the ong sound. And we're going to look at the word wall. Now, wall, the glued or welded sound is the all sound, but we also know that there's a bonus letter, so we start the bonus letter L. And that's how we mark glued or welded sounds, and if it includes a bonus letter, we also start the bonus letter. Now we are going to look at words that have the suffix s. So we're going to look at the example pen. Now we know when we add a suffix s, the word becomes pens. So the base word is pen, but we're circling the suffix s. If you look at the word cots, the base word is cot, the suffix s is cots, we circle the suffix s. If we look at the word wings, we know that it has a suffix s. The base word is wing, we have suffix s, we circle. But we also know that wing has a glued or welded sound. So when it's a case like this, you box your glued or welded sound and you circle the suffix s. So this is what we do when we come to words that have suffix s. Now we are going to look at some examples that might have digraphs, blends, suffix s, and there could be a mixture of them. So the first word we're going to look at is the word trams. So write the word trams. Now I know that the word trams, it has a blend, which is the tra, so I'm going to give each one an underline. But I also know that the am sound is a glued or welded sound, and I'm going to box that. And it also has a suffix s because the base word is tram, so I circle my suffix s. The next example we're going to look at is the word shells. So shells, we know it has a digraph, the sh sound, so I underline the sh. It has a bonus letter L, so I'm going to star my bonus letter L. And it has a suffix s. I'm going to circle the suffix s. And another example that I'm going to look at is going to be, let's see, muffs. So again, I know my bonus letter, I'm going to star it, and my suffix s, I'm going to circle it. And we're going to look at one more example, and the other one is going to be, our next example is going to be the word kings. So now in the word kings, I know that the ing sound is my glued or welded sound, and my suffix s, I'm going to circle it. And these are some examples. So now we're just going to recap what we have done. So we said that when we mark words, sounds in words with digraphs, we're going to underline the digraph. When there's a blend in the word, we're going to give each part of the blend a line underneath it. If there's a bonus letter, we are going to star the bonus letter. And then if it's a glued or welded sound, we are going to box it. The glued or welded sound gets a box around it. My ink, another ink, and then my ank. And then if it's a suffix s, what we are going to do is we are going to circle the suffix s. And that's what we do when we come across words and we need to mark our words.